Okay, so let's go back. So like I was saying, the more you go, you make research, the more of your understanding on data analysis, you know the right kind of charts. In the beginning stage, we might just be using any chart because we like this chart, we want to put this chart. But the more you know, the more you study, the more challenges you get. You understand the best form of charts, to give your interpretation or your explanation to someone that is not even in the field, or to someone that is not knowledgeable about data analysis but just want to, let's say your stakeholder just wants to see a report. So we have pie charts and we have scattered plots. Excel, I don't think Excel has scattered plots. And that's one of the reasons why we have Power BI. You see more charts. Excel's charts are limited except you have the paid version of Excel. But when you move to Power BI, you understand how to use. Yeah, most people use Power BI charts for data visualization. Now, what are pivot tables? A pivot table is a powerful tool that helps you summarize large amount of data quickly, find patterns and trends, create reports without writing formulas, and analyze your data. This is where I'm after, this creating reports without writing formulas. Now, some of these formulas we've been learning since. When we get to pivot table, there's a way pivot table itself already helps you. It, you skipped the formula part and it's giving you the results. That's what, when we get to pivot table, when we are practicing tomorrow, you will see it. So it has helped you summarize a large table. So if you are looking for sum, instead of writing equals to sum and the likes, once we've gotten the table that we want to use, it just gives you the sum straight. All this might sound confusing now, but when we get to the practical aspects tomorrow, you understand more. Then, like I said, see, it's why do we use pivot table? Because it saves time. That manual calculation that I've been doing, especially for some average counts, those three in particular, pivot table makes it easier. So even if you don't know the formulas, you already know how to bypass it. And it's easy. Yes, when you change your data, pivot table changes easily. So these are the steps to create your pivot table. You can also go through the Excel sheets that I sent to the group chat. That will be working with tomorrow. So in creating your pivot table, you prepare your data, you select your data, and you click anywhere in your data range. Then you insert pivot table. For some, please, I'll need you all to confirm to me, those of you that have Excel on your laptops. I will need you to, at the end of this tutorial on the group chat, put it, if you can see the pivot table tab. So the pivot table tab would, okay, let me close this so you can see it. The pivot table tab should appear on your front screen, where the tabs are file, home, insert, draw, page layout, formulas, data, review. Most people, they will stop at L. This pivot table is not there. So if it's not there, I'll need everybody, to put it on the group chat so that I can show you how to, show the interface on your own Excel. This works for majorly for those that are using the laptop version, the PC version of Excel, not the phone version. So let me go back. Now you can choose the location where you want your sheet to be, and we can build our table from there. Pivot table has four major different fields, which is the row, the column, the values, and the filters. Like I said, this might sound confusing, but I need you all to read this so that when we get there tomorrow, when working with pivot table, you are going to understand the four. So filter, an example, show only 2024. The columns, what do you want to be on the column part and what do you want to be on the row part? Then the values, what are we calculating? Is it the sum? Is it the average? Is it the median? Are we counting? So that's what values is. Then I'll be skipping this, the creating charts from pivot table. This one would most likely not be doing it tomorrow because this is supposed to be our last topic. So I want you to see that. What I'm showing you, I will show you, yes, I can show you tomorrow how to create charts from pivot table. So the last topic, I'll show you how to create your dashboard. You'll be creating an interactive dashboard. And I want you to research too. You can check YouTube. What does an Excel interactive dashboard look like? And I'm sure at the end of it, you guys are going to love it and be happy that, you know, you started data analysis, because it's going to give you a better insight when you are going to Power BI. I think that's all about pivot tables. Before we close the meeting, okay, 14 minutes left. We'll be done in 5 minutes. Is there anybody, any extra person that has a question? Anybody with a question? Okay, since there's somebody with a question, please, I would like everybody to join as early as possible tomorrow, because that's one of the things that's always affecting us too. We have limited time, you know, to work, and people join late. Let's be on time. Let's be prompt to joining these training sessions. And I'm sure if you can understand the Excel, if you can understand it, going to Power BI and SQL will be easy for you. It will be easy for you. So, in the absence of any question, and please, whenever you have a question and I ask, please ask. It is your right. It is your right to ask questions. Ask anything, and I would answer. Are we together? Please kindly drop an emoji for me to know that some of us were actually listening today.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, please, I have a question, and it has to do with the assignment they were given. I don't know if you can still look at some of the questions we couldn't attempt because of possibly maybe not understanding the question. I know that you decided to leave some for us to do on our own, but you know, it seems still complicated to understand and to get a solution to it. So I would just crave your indulgence if you can still assist us to, you know, as in navigate through the other questions that we're unable to, you know, get an answer for. Thank you very much.
In the 14, we have 14 minutes left. So in the 14 minutes, I'm going to, let me open it. Let me open the first assignment. Like I said, I don't usually save my own down, so my sheet is fresh again because of the next, you know, the next cohort that will be taken. So let me open it again. So let's together, what parts? I don't think anybody has issue with sorting and filter. So to make it faster, because remember we have like 10 minutes left and I don't want to overrush. What part, what aspects? Can you give me one aspect first of all that you didn't understand? And let's go there and tackle that one. You there?
For me, I didn't know. I think there's a particular question you told us. I think maybe it's on is it the sheet 9? We were told to look for the commission. And from the commission, we'll be able to get is it the total? Yes, this sheet 9. The commission, couldn't get the commission. And without the commission, there was no how we could arrive at the total. And
okay, I understand. Let's quickly do that. So the first question says calculate subtotal quantity times price. Remember, it has given you the formula. That is easy. So it's equals to what? Quantity times the unit price. This, I don't think this should be an issue for anybody. Let me double click. We found that. Now, I think the commission part is where some of you are having issues. So this is what it's saying. It said calculate commission in I, and this is the criteria. 5% of that subtotal if it is greater than 500, and if it is not greater than 500, sorry, and if it is less than 500, it should be what? 3% of the subtotal. So this is a simple if function. So we're going to use, it's saying is either it is greater than 500. If it's greater than if it is greater than or equals to 500, so that's 500 and above. Yeah, if it's 500 and above, multiply it by 5%. That is the commission. And any other thing, that means below 500, multiply it by 3%. So we use the if function. If equals to if. Let me increase this for us a bit at least. I want us to see it. So equals to if. What is the logical test? Our subtotal is greater than or equals to what? 500. That is the criteria. If you do that, what is the value if it is true? You multiply that subtotal, that is H5, times 5%. You can type 5% like this, or you can just type 0.05. That's still the same thing as 5 divided by 100. But let's use the 5%. Now, can you see that in this one, I did not put this quotation mark like this that I used to do. I did not put quotation mark like this. Why? Because I am working with integers. I'm not working with string. Because I remember the first or the second class, I explained when to use this quotation mark and when not to use it. Because everything I'm working with here are numbers, so we don't put this. So that is the value if true, if it is greater than or equals to 500. And I said if it is now less than, it will now be this times, because it said 3%, 3%. So it has given back for the value if true and the value what if false. If it is true, multiply whatever is there. If this is greater than 500, multiply it by 5%. If this is less than 500, multiply it by what? 3%. Close brackets. So it's giving us 7.35. If you have a calculator, this is less than 500. So if you multiply 245 times 3%, this is what it's going to give you. Do you understand that at Buki Bami? Have you understood that particular part before I go forward?
Yes, I got that because the place is less than, the subtotal is less than 500.
So it's multiplied it by what?
So multiply it by 3%, right?
Good. So that is how the commission works for that part. You double tap it, you see anyone that is greater than 500, it will multiply by 5%. So you can test it by yourself to confirm. Well, once your first formula is correct, every other thing is going to be what? Correct. The next thing, he said the total is what? The total is what? Subtotal plus commission. So it will be equals to what? The subtotal plus commission. So already have our total. Then, you double click. You've gotten for what? Total. What's the next question? If function. Assign performance rating excellent if the total is what? Greater than or equals to 1000. Good if the total is greater than or equals to 500. And standard if the total is what? 500. So this is what we are going to do. Equals to, say the if function, said if the total Now we are going to use nested if. I want you to know that it has 3 conditions there. So automatically you know that you are using a nested if function. Anytime you see anything that's more than 2 conditions, you're using more than 1 if. Now, its first one said if the total is what? Greater than or equals to 1000, comma, what should be the value? It said what? It should be what? Let's check. It should be what? Excellent. So we'll give you what? Excellent. Comma. Value if false. We are not going to put that here because we still have 2 more functions. So we use if again. Always know that. Always know that once you're using more than one this thing, after writing the value that is true for the first one, you are using another if function for the false because you have more than 2 conditions there, 2 criteria. So if this now is greater than or equals to what? 500. What did he say we should give it? Remember, whenever it's in text, you use this quotation mark. So I'll give you what? Good. Now, what is the last condition? If it is less than 500, meaning anything else, as long as it's not greater than 100 and not greater than 500, it should be what? Standard. That is the value if what? False. Because we use open 2 brackets, we are closing with what? 2 brackets. So I'm going to repeat it again. It said if we have 3 more minutes. If this is greater than 1000, it should give us what? Excellent. Now, okay, if it's not greater than 1000, if it's less than 1000, what should we do? Okay, it said we should go and check again. If it's less than 1000, is it greater than or equals to 500? Yes or no? If it is, good. If it is not greater than or equals to 500, meaning anything that is lower than 500, what should it now do? Give us what? Standard. Remember, value if true, value if false. Enter. So it has given us standard. Why? This is less than what? 500. At Bookkeeper, do you understand that? Do you understand that part? This is the last one I'll be doing because meeting time is over. Let me confirm. Confirm to me that you understood what I just explained.
Yes, I understand. I will still go through the recording. Thank you.
Okay. So, we click this and it has changed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Meaning virtually everything here was what's greater than what? 1000. Then the next one says apply conditional formatting. Now to apply conditional formatting by now. Create a drop-down list. Yeah. Okay. Where this is create drop-down list. For category column. So it's telling us that we can still come here and create drop-down list. But I'll do that. We have 1 minute left. So, okay, I'll leave that for now. And I've explained how to create a drop-down list before, where you put your options by yourself. So I expect this to not be an issue for anybody. This mode, leave mode alone. Although mode is straightforward, you can try it. Some of these things there, I just put it for you to try it. When we talk about the advanced Excel formulas, that is going to be the last topic after I've created dashboard. That is the VLOOKUP, the index and match, mode, count if function, and rank. I'm going to explain that to all of us. So let me go back to thank you so much for today. The meeting is about to end. I'll send this particular recording so that you can go through it. And tomorrow we'll work on the charts and pivot tables. If we cooperate and we finish fast, we'll go back to the assignment and do more corrections. Because I told you, charts and pivot tables, there are not a lot on it. So see you people next class tomorrow. think by 6. Please let's endeavor to join early. And thank you very much. Let me end this meeting.
Thank you very much.
Out.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.